Sup? KB knife. Kubey. Yeah. What is it? This is a KB 459B. M390 titanium. And my favorite, the flame. I kind of get scared when I see the flame thing because it's like, am I going to want to keep this? Or, yeah, am I going to want to make a knife purchase? I hope not. But I really do love that flat, chalky ano that the flame goes on top of. Reversible pocket clip. It kind of looks like it's set up like a wire clip. I mean, that's going to almost make me have to look at that. Like that looks like it's for a wire clip, but that is clearly not. I wonder if it's got two little millings that go down in there. Which, how cool would that be? Like, I could honestly say I've never seen it before. Let's get the box out of here. Let's get the blade out of there. Wow. Wowzy. What's that steel? M390. I think it said it on the box over there, too. Nice satin. It's like a satin bead blast. Right? It's clearly been blasted, but it's like a satin finish. Interesting. Oh, come on. So it's got a thumb flick and reverse flick, and both are flawless, stunning. And yeah, buddy. Ooh. Wow. Well, I'm gonna have to get a name on it. The designer is PG Knives. See that right there? PG Knives. Wow. Well, here's how I think they did that finish. Because I was wondering, well, how do you polish with a bead blast? I think what it was is the blade had a satin finish on it, and then they glass blasted it. I think. I don't know that for a fact, but I think that's how they do that. All right, I got to get the name. What's up? Okay, that 459B is also known as the Kubey or KB Mantra. Yep, just like it sounds. Mantra. Stunning action. I mean, I don't think I'm going to get in it. I think I'm going to leave it be. But I'm curious enough that I'm at least going to look underneath that pocket clip. I got to see what's up. It's definitely reversible, but and of course it's got to have two little machine tabs, right? It's been machined here through the scales and the backspacer to manage a lanyard. I said I gotta see it, but it's locked in there so tight that it don't want to come out. Oh, that makes me mad. Because I want to see it. I want to see it. Sup, dude? That's not funny. It's not funny at all. Yeah, there's a barrel nut inside there that is holding that down. All right. I mean, is that a fail on my part for being a wimp and not seeing that through? I mean, maybe. Because Yeah, it's just it, it's not wanting to cooperate, and so I'm thinking the only way I'm going to get that off is to pry it off to get under there. Well, I'm not messing up these scales for that. This knife's gorgeous. They got that flame anode on there. I dig it. There's kind of a bronze look to the hardware, which is titanium also. Titanium, titanium. Yeah, this is all titanium. The only steel is going to be the steel insert on the lock bar, which of course it has. That's got a little piece of steel there. Obviously the blade. And then the center of the pivot will have a piece of steel in there also. But everything else is titanium on it. And this thing's gorgeous. I mean, super lightweight. Can I see? Oh, it's been so heavily skeletonized. You know what? I mean, how far am I in? 6 minutes? I'm taking it apart. I don't care. We're gonna get a look. The knife is super lightweight, and looking in there kind of explains it. It's like got a mountain of skeletonizing going on in there. So much so, it's so nice that we got to get in and look. Look at the skeletonizing going on in there. Look at how deep that is. Like, I don't know how thick that is, but they took out a massive amount of titanium. Look at this side. Look at how heavily they have milled that out. That's some of the deepest interior skeletonizing that I think I've ever seen. I want to get that bearing off of there. There it is. I'm going to put just the tiniest little bit of lube on my fingers and add that to the repertoire. I am not going to wipe this knife off. We got to look at it, and that's what I wanted to do. I'm probably going to take another look at that pocket clip before I put this back together, just to see if there's something I'm missing that maybe I can get that off of there. But I'm not going to pry it off. Yeah, I'm going to respect it and leave it be. Internal stop pin. Oh, that fits really nice. Let me wipe some lube on that path where that detemp ball's been running. The washer stayed in this side. So let me see if I can tap it out of there. It wants to stay. So, all right. Let me look at this pocket clip now. I don't think there's nothing new that I'm going to be able to do to that. It's just got to be pried off. If you were to flip it, you'd have to pry it. Yep, and I'm not going there. I'm going to leave it be. It don't want to come off. I'm going to leave it there. If the new owner is a lefty and you want to take that off and mess with it, I don't think it's going to be too awful hard to just get something underneath there and pry up. I've got, like my little pry bar here, but I'm not doing it. Yep. It would have been nice to see what that looks like, though. Is it too? It's got to be two milled with two little bars that would fit in. Which interesting, because that means that two things could be true. You could put a spring clip on here, or you could use this clip on a knife that used a spring clip, right? Huh. You're blowing my mind, dude. Stop. What's wrong with me, man? Oh, this thing. The action on it is so good. The knife is so lightweight. The blade is crazy aggressive. Mantra. Wow. Okay. I mean, the blade. Well, let's talk about the action. That reverse flick is just golden. And the closing action, the drop shut, ugh. Same with that thumb flick. It's wonderful. Where's that detent break? Oh, way up there. So when you unlock it, first of all, the lock, this is lowered slightly and scalloped. It's got some milling on the actual face of the lock bar there, the frame lock. Very intuitive to reach in. It's locked up 35 to 40%. Very intuitive, simple to unlock it. Like, there's not a lot of training going to go on there. Yeah, very intuitive. And then you know how you gotta get past that detent ball. Well, there I hit it, and there I'm past it. So wonderful position of that detent ball and that blade. Yeah, it's way up there. Very nice. What about dropping that on my thumb? Yeah, it definitely catches it. Oh, wow, is this thing awesome? Um, Action is A to A minus, and I'm gonna lean towards an A. It's just that good. I probably just need to say A. Just the weight of it, the weight of the blade, where the studs are positioned, all of it. I mean, it's just really nice. The ergonomics, yeah, wonderful. This here, ooh, come on, man. Shoo. Reverse grip, yeah, it's heaven. Gripping the pocket clip with my fingers, and then this reverse pakal, that is a money shot right there. Got enough room here. I'm capping it with my thumb. The pocket clip comes to bear with this grip. I can feel it in my palm here. But it's not hot in the sense that it would make me give up this grip and have to readjust or take it out of my hand. Wow. Yeah, this is with that blade, the arc of the handles angles this blade backwards, which just really lends itself to this. Oh, wonderful. Let's check that pocket clip real quick. Pocket clip check. I think it's going to be fine. It feels like it's got a ton of tension on it. Standard jean size material. Yeah, really grippy. A little more than 1/4 of an inch sticking out. Less than a half, I believe. Nice little grip. Clicks when it comes out of there. Same thing on the thick stuff. It runs all the way. And I don't know, is it big enough for a back pocket? Probably. I mean, it's leaning towards being a large knife, I think. I think it is a large knife for sure. Let's put it in hand one time and we'll check it again. Yeah, that's a large knife. I can definitely get all 4 fingers, wonderful grip. I'm not having to choke up at all to get that. I mean, it's not on the top of the large scale. It's on the bottom of the large scale. So like a large to a medium. But it's a large knife. Very nice. Safety. Yeah, there's no contact in the blade here. It's got a full titanium backspacer protecting you from the sharp part of the blade. It's got some jimping on the backside here, down here by this lanyard cut out. So yeah, no contact through there, and the tip is well recessed down below the scales here. So the clip's good, tip's good, can handle the knife any way I want. As long as it's closed, I'm not in any risk of catching the sharp part. Nice snappy little detent, holding that blade in. Let's try to throw it out. Yeah, that's not coming out of there. Pretty nice. That lockup, like I said, 35, 40%. Pretty good. How's that M390? Kubey. They know how to sharpen a knife, don't they? Yeah, crazy. Wicked sharp. Just a clean little nice. It's got a nice bite to it. Yeah, wonderful sharp. All right. Well, so price. What's this thing gonna run? Actually, I'm gonna put this back in too. So Kubey's one of those success stories, man. You know, when I first started buying Kubeys, they had some higher end models. Most were fairly budget models, but they had some higher end models where they were starting to put like S35VN on some knives, and I think they came out with a couple of really high hit knives with like S90V, that kind of thing. Started using some M390. But man, they have come a long way in the last few years and are absolutely known for putting out an amazing knife. Wonderful fit and finish, excellent materials, great execution. Like they know what they're doing. There's no question about that. A lot of knives use them as an OEM. So there's a lot of, like, let's say manufacturers out there, or uh, yeah, manufacturers that in the end their knives are being made by Kubey. So these guys are hitting it, and of course, rightfully so. Their prices have gone up. This particular knife um, is mapping for about two and a quarter. So I mean, they're asking for the money for these mantras for sure. I can tell you that this one's over at Timber's Edge Knives, and if you subscribe, you can pick it up. You can get 10% off, free shipping, no tax. Well, just the tax on $200 is what, 16, 18 bucks, something like that. So there's that savings. Plus, you're going to save about, I don't know what, $23 off of the map price. So, I mean, if you add all that up, it's about $40 savings over there at timbersedgeknives.com. But it brings the price down around 200 bucks. Yeah. So there it is, the Kubey Mantra. Appreciate y'all watching.